So let's continue. We've plotted 2 points in our box. And so I want to plot 2 points up here. So let's go ahead and define a point about S. And we'll let that coordinate be 0, comma. We're actually going to go up the height of the box. So this will be height minus 2 times box height, comma 0. I can see that point right there. And then now let's plot the corresponding point over on this side. So let's call that T. T equals, and it's going to have these same coordinates, except we're going to move over this distance. So if you recall, that was width minus 2 times box height, and then up 0. So let's go ahead and hit enter. Now you'll notice that the points are plotted here correctly, but they're also appearing in the wrong window. So if I right click on them in here, let's go to Object Properties in the Advanced tab. We want to make sure that those only appear in the Graphics 3D window. Same for this point. So all looks well. And I want to get rid of these, the grid, the axes rather. So if we click here, we can hide the axes. It'll be easier to see our points. And you'll notice there's a segment that shouldn't be here. We're going to hide that. So these are 4 points of our box. Let's go ahead and create the bottom of the box by using a polygon. And I don't want that to appear in, I only want this to appear in the 3D view. So once again, I'm going to right click on it in here. And then move it out of the graphics window. Same with this frame. Let's move that out of the graphics window. We just want to hide this. So let's go down here to the segments. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, that's good enough. I'm missing my segment over here, so let's add that back in. Oh my gosh. So we'll go to Object Properties, make sure that only appears in the Graphics 1 window. Okay. Then what we're going to do is create a vector to create some height for this box. So I'm going to create a vector. Actually, if we use the point, let's think about this a little bit. If we create a point U, and let's draw it so it's directly above the origin here. So 0, 0, and this is going to go up the height of the box, which happens to be box height. I want to create a vector here. Check this out. It's kind of cool. Create a vector from this point to this one. We're going to use this vector to translate all the other points up using the Translate by Vector tool. I want to translate this vertex up by that vector. I want to translate this point up by this vector. Translate this point up by this vector. Translate this point up by this vector. And now we can build the rest of the box. If I want to, I can hide that vector now. I don't know if it matters. So check it out. Now if I hold the shift key down, I can move this around a bit. I don't want that there. Let's look at object properties and make sure that's only in the graphics 3D window. Same with that one. That looks pretty good to me. Now if I drag on this box height slider, check it out. I love it. It's fun. You're basically going to use the same idea to create a new, first of all, a new box formed from these cutouts and a new curve that describes the volume with the tube box added on. Your sketch will look something like this. Inside our outline for today, I have a sketch. Your sketch will look something like this. Basically, you've just added on a tube box, and I've created a curve for the volume of the new addition of the original box plus the new tube box. Part of your homework is going to be to look at situations where the extreme point here is equal to the extreme point, the edge of the curve, the boundary point. So we'll talk more about that on Thursday, but I think this is basically it. By the way, I'm whispering because I'm in the library. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll talk to you on Thursday.